Yeah. And I don't want to like point the fingers, but I would prefer us. But we're not today, so we're inside. Let's go ahead and change direction.
Is Big Brother listening?
I don't know about my recorded, so.
Oh. That's kind of like Big Brother.
Yeah, it is. So I appreciate you guys being here and hanging in with these requirements.
Kevin's home in bed reading. He didn't come.
You should have come. And let's go ahead and rest those shoulders and move the whole arm. So big arm circles. And I'm going to do both my arms together. Really opening up, reaching up. I can feel my whole belly opening and my chest opening. So right now, what we're trying to do is get fluid moving through the body into the joints so that when we do our exercises, our body's going to be able to move a little smoother. I'm going to stop at the bottom and change direction. Still keeping my circle super big. And if you want to, you can go ahead and move at the waist too. Get that spine warmed up just a bit. And rest those hands on your knees. Nice. And my hands are going to stay on my knees. And I'm doing that just so I can keep my body facing forward. And I'm going to look over my right shoulder and look over my left shoulder. So keep your body facing forward as we change from one direction to the other. You want to feel a little bit of a stretch, but don't stretch so far that you feel some tension. You want to take it easy on the neck. Go ahead and bring your head back facing forward and let's look up and down. As you look up, go ahead and extend that chin out, feel that stretch all the way down into the chest. And come down. And back up. And as you go up, extend that chin out. Back to center. Nice. Let's raise one hand up. We're going to drop that hand. So gently rest on the ear or on the side of the head and tilt that head down. And take that opposite arm, extend it out. And feel that stretch a little deeper down the side of the neck. And go ahead and release. Let's raise that opposite arm up, drop it down, tilt that head, extend that opposite arm out. And release. Nice. All right. Let's keep our hands on our knees. We'll do our modified cat-cows here. And so now I'm going to pull my body forward and look up and push my body back and round that back. And so I'm moving into an arch and then curling. This is a good move to do every day. Most of us sit down, you know, either at the computer or even before you eat breakfast or a meal. You can just kind of stretch that body out. Nice to do throughout the day. Let's do two more in both directions. Really try to feel that whole spine loosening up, the top, the middle, the bottom. And bring that body back to center. Nice. Let's move our rib cage and our spine in a circle now. So lift that rib cage up. You can use your hands if it helps you, but let's do some rotation. And now we're moving that spine in a circle. And so we're loosening up at the hip area. But also these side lateral muscles are loosening up. Really visualize those rib cages circling the hips. And change direction. We'll do one more full circle and bring our bodies back upright. And back to center. Nice. All right. So we're going to really engage these abs right now. And so you can place your hands on them if it helps to feel. I'm sorry, my shirt's a little big. We're going to push that abdomen out and pull it back in. Push it out. As you do so, don't let the hips, it's not the hips moving, it's actually pushing out the belly, tucking the belly in, pushing the belly out, tucking the belly in. So we're really going to build this strength in this area. So go ahead, push out, pull in, push out, in. Building up that core. This is another great exercise to do. You can do this while you're sitting in your car. If you sit at a red light, maybe you can remind yourself whenever you sit at a red light, tuck that belly in, push it out, tuck it in, push it out. This actually elongates the muscles, pulling the lungs down just a bit, allowing you to draw a little more breath into the body while strengthening that core. You might feel a little fatigue in the lower back, right? Because the back muscles are also engaged here. We'll do one more out and in and take a break. Whew, that's tough work, right? Good job. Nice. All right. So let's do our side muscles. And I'm going to go ahead and hang onto my chair to keep myself nice and secure. Raising up one arm, and I'm going to lean way over as far as I can. And this hand is here to keep me nice and safe. So push that top arm up and push the hip down. So you feel a nice stretch on the side here. And maybe push down a little further, pushing up a little further. And pull that arm down. This hand is now going to secure myself as I raise the opposite arm up and lean over. And again, extending up, pushing the hip down. Push that hip down a little deeper, feeling that stretch. And this is a little ilium muscle that connects to the hip point, the hip that you're stretching out. And pull that in. Nice. We're going to do that one more time. Going to reach that original hand up, that first arm up, and lean over. Now my right arm is out, and so I'm going to take that same leg and extend it out. And I'm going to push through my foot as far as I can, extending that arm up as far as I can. And now I feel a stretch across the front of my body. And pull that arm in. And let's do the other side. Raising that arm up, leaning over. Once you feel nice and secure, go ahead and extend that leg out and push in both directions. And pull that leg and arm back in. Nice. Ooh, that always feels good. Let's go ahead and warm our legs up a little bit. I'm just going to let those legs swing. And you may have to sit back if that helps give you a little bit more space. You might hear some popping in the knees. We're just loosening up those joints, warming up those muscles just a bit. And now let's do it in circles. And that's really going to push some air out of the knee and allow fluid to move in there. I thought it was popping, but it's your shoes cracking against each other. Let's go the other direction.
My goodness.
I'm like, yeah.
I have fake knees, so
Oh.
they don't make them, well, they do click.
And
They work.
stop in the
Yep.
center and point them at me. Point them back at you. Point at me, back at you. And so now we're opening up the ankles just a bit. And let's go ahead and open and close like windshield wipers. Or if it's easier, you can go right and left. But we're just moving those ankles from side to side to get that fluid inside that area. And let's do one last point and flex. And let's flex super hard so you can feel that stretch on the back of the leg, opening up that back of the leg area. And release. Nice. Good job. All right. I think we're nice and warmed up. Let's go ahead and open those arms up. Extend that energy out. And go ahead and shift to the right, extending a little further. And let's extend to the left, extending a little further. And we'll go to the right and to the left. And come back to center. Go to the right and the left at the same time. And we'll do some small circles here, just opening up the shoulders just a bit. And we'll move into medium circles. Visualize you've got some heavy kettlebells. Go ahead and make some fists. Notice the difference. Notice the change in your body when you just visualize some weights in those hands. We're going to move to large circles. I was just thinking we're missing a couple people. Sparky had an appointment and she's going to come, but Shar, our new person was supposed to be here today too. And we'll stop at the bottom and let's go the other way and open up those palms. Palms are nice and big. Now we'll move to medium circles. Should be feeling a little fatigued, right? And we'll go to small circles. And rest those arms. Ooh, nice, good job. That was a lot of work. A lot of work on those arms there, yeah. All right, so let's get those arms and legs moving together. And so I'm gonna raise both my hands up, and as I do so, I'm gonna lift that knee. And we've done this before. This actually challenges the mind as we're crossing over the body right and left. And so hold those platters, palms are up. And we're gonna push up. And as we do that, you notice we're flexing it so that you get that bicep involved. And we'll lift up the right leg and then the left, and we'll do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax those arms. Whew, our arms are getting tired, huh? Okay, so now we're going to do just one arm. And so both arms are gonna come up, and I'm gonna lift the right hand, and as I do, just the left leg is gonna lift. So I'm gonna do opposite, down, opposite, down. All right, so just a little more challenging, right? And so this time we're gonna do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. Go ahead and rest those hands. We got one more set. Our last set's going to be a set of 6. And let's go ahead and bring those palms up. This one's going to be even more challenging. I'm going to scoot back so the chair can help hold me. I'm going to do my best to lift both knees up. And that's a little bit harder. So we lift up and down, up and down. And it's going to go a little faster. So if you need to sit back, or even if you want to use the chair to help support you, you can use the chair. And this is going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest those hands. Good job. Nice. All right. So I come back to the front of my chair because I want a little more flexibility. I'm going to push my hand across my body. And so my hand's going to reach from one hip across and come back. As you do so, visualize that there's something up there that you're grabbing and you're going to pull it down. So you want to make sure you're engaging these muscles, and you want to visualize that you have that heavy weight, and that's going to help keep that engagement. And then we'll reach across the other side and pull it in. And let's do 10 of these. 1, pull it down, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost there. 10, and pull it in. Good job. All right. So now I'm going to reach across. As I reach across, I'm going to bring that foot out and pull it in. So this is a little more challenging. Reach across, pull it in. If it's too challenging, you can just step and bring it back. If you want to challenge yourself, I'm going to really pull my body out and pull it in. And now I'm going to pull these muscles together, really contracting and engaging my core. And this is for a count of 8. 1, pull it in, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and pull it in. Nice, good job. All right, getting warmed up now.
20 minutes almost.
Yeah, almost. So our next set is for a count of 6, and we're going to add just a little bit more of a challenge here. And so I'm going to reach across, but this time I'm going to reach across with both hands. And so I'm going to reach across, foot comes out, both hand comes back in. Reach across, both hand comes back in. So now my whole body's engaged. I'm not supporting it with my hand. And this is going to be for a count of 6. 1, pull it in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one. And rest. Good job. Nice. You can really feel that warming up the core there. Good job. All right. Let's rest our hands at our sides. I'm going to raise them up into airplane arms. Push them out and lower back down. Looks super simple, right? Let's do that by adding one foot and we go down. Raise it up, other foot, and go back down. And we'll do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Good job. I can feel my mind working on these. All right, so this time we're going to bring those arms up. We're going to go all the way up, tap them, and back down. So what that means is when my leg is coming up, it's going to be held out there just a little bit longer, right? Because I've got a little bit more reach with the hands. As I switch, hand comes all the way up and back down. This time is a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back down. Nice. Last one is going to be even more challenging. Both feet come up as hands come up and both hands come back down. So you can sit back in your chair if it helps support you. You can even use the back of the chair. If you want to challenge yourself, keep your back off the back of the chair so that your abs are having to lift those feet up. All right, hands are down. Let's do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and down. Wow, you guys look really good. Good job. Nice.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go ahead and find our weights. I've got several different weights out here. I've got size 2 pounds, 3 pounds. I've got a set of 5 if anyone wants a set of 5. I also have a set of 1 pound back there. So I'm going to go ahead and hold one weight in each hand, and then we're going to start with our bicep curls because our bicep curls are using one of our bigger muscles. So it's kind of an easier move. It helps build that confidence at the beginning of our workout. We're going to curl up for a count of 10. Palms are facing forward, and let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, back down. Turn those palms so they're facing each other. Same move, bicep curls. 10, 1, push them down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, back down. Put those palms back facing me. Our next count is going to be a count of 8. And we're going to add a variation. So we're going to curl up from here. We're going to push them up towards the ceiling. But notice how my palms are facing back behind me. So it's kind of an awkward move, but we're really going to be challenging those biceps. Coming back down, curling down. And we'll do this for a count of 8. 1, push it up, back down. 2, 3, 4. Feels a little weird, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Turn those palms facing in. Same move. Curl up, push up. This is a little bit easier. This feels a little more natural. Let's do this for a count of 8. 1, Push it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And put those palms facing me. The last set's going to be a set of 6. I'm going to change it just a little bit. So we're going to curl up from here. Let's go ahead and open up those arms all the way. And then come back down. So we'll do a little door thing here. All right, we'll do this for a count of 6. 1, curl up, palms facing down now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 6. And relax. Nice, good job. Palms facing in. Last set with palms facing in. Let's add that same variation. Curl up, lift those elbows up. This one looks almost exactly the same, right? And back down. We'll do this for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last one, 6. All right, go ahead and rest those weights somewhere on the ground or on your lap. Just check in with your shoulders, loosen them up. These moves sometimes cause our shoulders to rise up, and we're going to make sure they're nice and relaxed. So let go of any tension that might have created inside the neck space. Nice. And go ahead and grab those weights. Let's put them by our sides now. I'm going to lift them up into our airplane arms and back down. And we'll do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Doing okay back there? I know it's harder with the masks on. Take a deep breath in and release. All right. Bob, is that too loud next to you? Can you hear it? You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your hearing aids are all fouled up. So.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay.
So have we always had that music in here?
Yeah, I usually try to play music in here. I actually had heard that playing soft music in the back helps cause a relaxation set in the mind. And so, yeah.
I've just never noticed it as much as today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And maybe because it seems very quiet other than that, right? All right.
I always remember it being on.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and rest those hands down. And sometimes with Zoom, I don't, because on Zoom, it's very like squeaky for them to hear. It doesn't sound the same across the Zoom. So this time we're going to go for a count of 8. We're going to add a variation. So we're going to lift those airplane arms up, twist them up, bring them up, tap, back down, twist and down. And we'll do this for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. That was challenging, huh? And release, yeah.
Yeah.
That one really challenges the deltoid and also this muscle under the arm here. All right, we've got one more set. So airplane arms are going to be hanging down. This is going to be for a count of 6. We're gonna raise them up. This time, let's bring them forward. Bring them back and down. And we'll do this for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And release. Go ahead and set them down and check in again with those shoulders, check in with the body. If it's holding any tension from this, go ahead and try to loosen that spot up. Nice. So we've been working the biceps, but also these little deltoid muscles. I'm going to move us to this back muscle here. And so I'm going to turn sideways so that you guys can better see. And I'm going to just let this weight hang down. I'm going to pull it up. This is called a row. So I'm going to row up and push down. And let's do this for a count of 10. And so you can kind of try it to see. You might need to move in your chair so that you're not hitting the arm or the back of the chair during this move. And my other hand is going to rest on my leg just to keep me comfortable, so I'm not having to hold myself up. And let's row for a count of 8. 1, push it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Nice. I'm going to do this side the whole time for all 3 steps, and then we'll switch to the other. My arm is still out straight. I'm just going to let it go straight back and come back down. And let it come back down with some resistance. You don't want to just let it swing. Might as well get a nice little exercise workout coming both directions. And let's push back for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. So let's combine those. We're going to row, push back, bring it back, push down, row, push back, and then push down. We'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. All right, let's do the other side. So I'm going to turn my chair around and get the other way. Our first move was our row. So again, my hand is going to rest just to help keep me balanced. Other arm hangs down. Just going to pull it up, push it down. Let's do that for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it down. All right. Take a breath here. If it's hard for you to breathe leaning over, you can sit up. Take a nice deep breath in. Release. All right. Our next move was the straight arm back and coming back down. And remember not to just let it drop. Actually control it so you get a little bit of a workout both directions. And let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Take a deep breath in. Okay, let's combine them. We're going to row up, push it back, swing it back in, and push down. And let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Nice. All right. We're going to keep our body in this forward position, and we're going to continue to work on these back muscles. but I'm gonna bring myself forward just a bit so I have some space underneath my legs, between my legs and the legs of the chair. Feet are still nice and flat. When I lean forward, I don't let my back curl because that's going to actually add some strain to those muscles. I bend at my waist so that my back is nice and straight. Arms are down. We're going to open them up into airplane arms and back down. And we'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and set those weights down. Push your body up. Take a deep breath in. Check in, make sure there isn't any tightness. All right, check in with your body. Make sure your body's nice and straight and even. You don't have one foot sticking out further than the other. Knees are a nice space apart. Let's go ahead and grab those weights again. This time we're going to pull them up by the elbows, just like we did with the row, only now my elbows are sticking out. And then I'm going to push them down. Pull them up, push them down. And let's do this for a count of 10. 1, push them down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go ahead and rest those weights. Give your body just a break here. Sit up to take that breath in. Check in, make sure you're still nice and straight. Sometimes when we do those exercises, we get out of alignment, and we want to make sure we're nice and strong before each set. All right, let's do one more. This time we're going to combine it. Pull up from the elbows, open to airplane arms. Come back to the elbows being bent, pushing down, and we'll do this for 10. 1, open up, push down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you guys look good out there. 7, almost there. 8, 9, last one, 10, and down. You can go ahead and take that breath. Ooh, you guys have got this. All right, so we were working the back of the arms. Now let's work our backs. So I'm going to keep us in this forward position. I'm going to keep the weights. I'm going to put them near my body. From here, I'm going to lift my body up, right? And I can push against my feet if I wanted to, but I want to use my back muscles. And so I'm using my glutes and my lower back. And so I'm going to lift up by tightening these muscles here, bringing the body up, and then lower back down. And let's do this for a count of 10. 1, lift that body up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring that body back down. Nice. Let's drop those arms out. This time we're going to lift our body up, but our arms are going to stay outright. We come up and come back down. And let's do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go ahead and take a breath. I'm going to face back forward. I'm going to sit back in my chair just a bit. My feet can still touch. Let's go ahead and check in. Make sure you've got a nice breath coming in and out. So we were starting to work the core here. We were working the back of the muscles. So let's work the side and the front core muscles here. And I've got my weights right here, and I'm going to take them to the right, to the left. And I'm going to add a little bit of energy here. I'm going to scoot up. I noticed that when I did that, I hit the back of my chair. So just like we did where we like pushed out, I want that type of energy. So we're going to turn to the left, turn to the right, almost as if you're like passing it to someone and they're out to the side of you. This is really going to engage these side muscles here. And we'll do this for a count of 10. So let's start in the center and let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it back to center. Whew. Hopefully you guys are feeling that, right? All right, so now let's do a little bit different here. We're going to pass it to the person behind us. Pass it to the person behind us. And so we're just adding a little bit more of a challenge to the core here. So it starts in the center, and let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back to center. Nice. Take a deep breath in. Check with the body, make sure it hasn't shifted. Check your feet, making sure they're aligned. Our next move is going to be moving that weight around us. And if you can, if you want to use extra weight, you can hold 2 weights as you move it around you, but this might be a little difficult for your hands, so you could do 1 weight. If you do 1 weight, I would recommend setting this down so it doesn't roll off. As you go past your body, I want you looking underneath your arm. So it's going to go behind your back, across your shoulders, looking under that arm, bringing it back forward. So this is strengthening the core, but also opening up these shoulders here. And let's do this for a count of, we'll do 8 because we'll go to the right and to the left. So let's begin. 1, all the way around. 2, 3, 4. You feel the whole body working on this one. 5, 6, 7, 8, and back to center. I'll take a short breath here before we go the other direction. Make sure their shoulders are relaxed. Check those feet. It's funny how we shift during these movements. Okay, think about which way you went. Now we're going to go the opposite direction for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, all the way back to center. Ah, nice. Now we have all that static in our hair, except for Kathy, who has the hat on. Ah, that was good. Nice. You doing okay? I know it's hard. Let's go ahead and widen those feet up just a bit. Still working this core here. I've got either 2 weights or 1 weight. I'm going to let those weights drop right between my legs here. I'm going to raise them up over my head. Arms are up towards the ceiling. I'm going to bend the elbows, tap my shoulders, bring them back up and back down. And in this first move, my back is going to stay upright and my hands are just going to rest where they rest. Feet and knees are in the same position, pointing forward. Or if you want to go out, they can, but just make sure they're pointing in the same direction, that you don't have your feet pointing different than your knees. Everything should be pointed the same way. Let's do this for a count of 10. 1, tap those shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't forget to reach out. 8, all the way up. 9, 10, and back down. Take a breath. Check in with the shoulders, check in with the neck. All right, so this time we're going to lean forward. So we're going to add just a little bit more of a challenge here. This is going to start engaging our legs as we're now moving down to our legs. And so we're going to lean forward. You feel the back of your legs engaging. You can use your feet to push that body up, tap those shoulders back, all the way back down as far as you're able to go. We'll do this for a count of 10. 1, all the way up, tap and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tap those shoulders. Let's go all the way back down. Drop those weights down and bring your body up. Take a nice breath here. Make sure the shoulders are nice and relaxed. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and move the weights to the side. We're done with them for right now. Let's push them far enough back so that you don't accidentally kick them. I'm going to come back to that forward position. My feet are a little bit wider than my chair legs. Knees and toes are still pointed in that same position. I'm sitting at the edge of my chair, but I'm still nice and secure here. Put your right hand on your right knee, left hand on your left knee here. And let's go ahead and just stretch. So I'm going to push, stretching the side of my body here as far as I can. And then let's switch into the other side and stretch it out. Feels good to stretch that side out. We worked it a little hard today. And stretch the other side. And back to the other side. All right, so now let's get down as low as we can. So now let's stretch. And now I'm stretching out the underside of my leg and the side of my body. And go ahead and just do it a couple times on each side for your body opening up. And bring your body back upright. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and work these legs. And so I'm going to place my hands onto my shoulder blades here. I'm going to lift one knee up to tap that opposite elbow and bring it back down. And let's do this for a count of 10. We'll do both sides. 1, both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release those arms just for a moment here. All right, let's do our chair, our mountain climber. So I'm going to put one foot in front, the other leg's going to open up. Let's bring those arms up into cactus. And I'm going to lift one knee up and back down. So we'll do one side for a count of 10, and then we'll switch into the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. That really challenges that little area, right? Oh, we get that right here. Let's switch into the other side. If this is hurting, we shouldn't be hurting. We want to challenge our body, but if it hurts, maybe you need to slow down or maybe do every other one. Let's do this side for a count of 10 if you're able to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release those arms. Pull those legs in. Good job. Let's go ahead, and I'm sitting at the edge of my chair, and I'm going to lean back. And I'm going to turn my chair around so that my friends on Zoom can see the angle here, and you guys can see it better too. So I'm at the edge, and I'm leaning back. So I've got a nice little angle here. And if I lift my knees up, I kind of look like a V. I'm kind of in a V position here. I've got a little bit of a space back here. All right. So I'm at the edge of my chair. I'm leaning back. You can hang onto the chair if it helps, because I'm going to lift both legs up together as high as you can and lower them back down. If you want more of a challenge, your hands can go on your hips. They can even open up so that the only thing lifting up those legs are your abs. If you need your hands to assist, go ahead and use your hands. All right, and then so we're gonna lift up for a count of 10. 1, 2, don't bounce up. Let's use those muscles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go ahead and take a breath here. If you need to move forward or if you need to arch that back in the other direction, go ahead and do so. Rolling those shoulders.
Your back is straight. You're doing that.
My back is straight, but it still feels a
When you're
challenge.
lifting.
Yeah. Okay, let's lean back and still got that nice angle. And so we're gonna lift up, but this time one leg is gonna go out and then I go back down. I lift up, one leg comes out and come back down. So this is a little more challenging. You can leave those arms up or if you want that support. And let's do this for a count of 8. 1 foot out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And take a breath. Again, check in with that back if you need to stretch it or roll it. Really challenging these muscles here, right? Building up that core. We want a nice strong core. Keep our body nice and strong. Keep it upright. All right, let's do our last set. We're going to add another variation here. So I'm still leaning back from the ankle, and you can use your hands on the hips, however it feels comfortable. I'm going to lift my legs up. Both feet are going to come out. Both feet come back in and back down. So this is a lot more challenging. And so arms are out if you can. If not, go ahead and use it as the chair as a support. And let's do this for a count of 6. 1, push it out and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and come back forward. Good job, nice. Let's go ahead and widen our stance here. I'm on the edge of my chair. We're going to do some of our cherry pickers. And so this is really good for underneath the legs. And so we're going to raise those arms up, lift that rib cage up, turn towards one leg, and let's go all the way down as far as you're able to. I'm going to walk those hands across. The lower you go, the more challenging it is for the inside thighs and underneath the hamstrings. Bring those arms up. Let's do this for 5. This is number 2. All the way across. 3. As low as you're able to go. 4. Last one, this direction, 5. Nice and low. And bring those arms up. Let's keep those arms up. Lift them up nice and high. Get that rib cage up off of the hips. Let's go to the other direction. Point to the opposite leg. And down. All the way across as low as you're able to go. 2. 3. 4. 5. Last one this direction. And arms up. Nice. Keep those arms up. Keep those feet nice and wide. Lift up as high as you can. And let's bring those arms forward. Do be careful that your chair doesn't slide out from you. Keep it arms out towards me now. You should feel a nice stretch on the back side of your legs. Push harder towards me. And let's relax those hands down as far as you're able to. Relax the shoulders, relax the head and the neck. We're going to bring our bodies up a little bit at a time. Let's put your elbows up onto your knees. Elbows up onto the knees here. All right. From here, we're going to push those legs open. So we're still working on our legs here. So we're opening up those legs. If you can, I'm curling my feet up just so I get a little bit more distance here. All right, so now let's add that challenge. So I'm going to push against my legs, but my legs are going to try to push in. So I've got a little bit of resistance. So I'm pushing my knees in, but pushing out at the same time. So I'm working my triceps here, but I'm also working my inside thighs. This is that thigh master that Susan Summers used to do, right? So my thighs are working as I'm trying to pull my knees in, but I'm stopping that from happening by pushing out with my arms. You can make this as challenging as you want, depending on how much resistance you're adding. So really try to pull those knees in and push them apart. And release. Go ahead and bring that body up. Nice. Whew. Then go ahead and bring those feet together. And lift that body up. Deep breath in. Let's bring those shoulders up, roll them up, and let them roll back. Back is nice and straight now. Let's go ahead and bring our bodies forward. Back is straight. Don't curl the shoulders or the back. And let's go ahead and bring those arms forward and let that head drop. And walk your hands back up. We're going to do that one more time. Let's add a little bit of a variation. Bring those arms up. Reach up, lifting that rib cage up. And now let's bring those arms forward. As soon as you get level with the ground, extend those arms towards me. And now lower. And let the head and the shoulders soften. And walk those arms up. Nice. All right. With our legs still facing forward, I'm going to put my left hand on my right knee. I'm going to grab the back of my chair and look behind me. And come back forward. Let's look the other direction. And come back forward. Nice. Let's do our figure fours. I'm going to go ahead and take one ankle, set it on the opposite knee. Lift that rib cage up. And let's go ahead and move forward. Feel that stretch in the hip there. This is such a great move to do every day to keep that hip open. Back is still nice and straight. Relax those shoulders. Feel that stretch. Loosen up just a bit. And bring your body back up. Let's do this one more time. Go ahead and lift that rib cage up and come back forward. And come back up. Nice. Let's go ahead and release that leg. Let's do the other side. Lift that rib cage up and move forward. Shelley, you're very flexible in the hip.
I used to be a lot more flexible.
I said that because Shelley's leg is straight. Mine's like pointing up towards the ceiling.
Nice.
Let's go ahead and bring your body up. We'll get through this one more time. Lift that rib cage up and lean forward. Yeah, mine doesn't go straight. And release. Go ahead and uncross that leg. Good job. All right, we've got just a couple minutes. Let's go ahead. We'll do just a little bit of cardio just to end the class. And so we're going to go ahead and do our 30 jumping jacks. So I'm at the edge of my chair, so I have lots of flexibility here. I can just move my legs if I want to. I can just move my arms. I can do my legs and arms together. And let's do 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, almost there, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and pull that back in. Nice, take a deep breath there. You feel your heart rate pumping up just a bit. That heart's like every other muscle, just relax it, let it settle down. Relax the shoulders. Slow your breath down. Don't shorten that breath. Still nice and deep. All right, let's do a march. And so I'm going to lift my right arm, left leg, lift my left arm, right leg, and we'll do this. Let's do this for a count of 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to pick up the speed. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and take a deep breath in. Relax the shoulders, slow down.